Assalamu alaikum everyone, myself Hamna and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and we are again back with the new painting with the new idea. And this painting talks about the past experiences and what is the role of history in individuals life. This painting asks question, is it okay to totally forget your past and then move on into your life, or do we need to sorrow and continuously mourn over our past and continue to live the life of grief and sorrow, because no amount of sorrow is going to change your past? So, is it okay to totally forget it and then move on into your life? So, this painting is going to answer all of these questions, or maybe hopefully answers all of these questions, because this painting is about grieving not to learn anything from your past experiences. So, what is the role of history in individuals' life and how important it is to learn from your past experiences? This painting is going to tell us. So, without any further ado, let's just see what this painting has for us, what this painting brought for us, what message it has, what is it going to teach us. So, without any further ado, let's just begin with this video.
Before talking about the painting itself, there is a myth we need to talk about. The myth says that the goldfishes are the happiest creature. Why? Because they have the shortest memory. Because goldfishes are considered to have a short memory, and people often use this phrase to motivate each other to be like a goldfish. But what happens if you actually forget your past? What happens if you haven't learned anything from your past? Do we need do we need to mourn over our past by keeping them in mind? What is the role of past in human life? What role does every individual's history play in their life? In this painting, the goldfish has a tear in her eye, the tear of guilt. But why the fish feels guilty? It is because she did not learn anything from her past due to her short memory. And at this dead bed, she thinks if she would have kept in mind that this creature sitting next to her tries to harm her, and if she would have stayed at the bottom, this might not have happened. But this painting is not about goldfish or cat, but about human being. This is how past experiences saves us from future harm. We need to learn from past, but that does not mean we mourn over past, because no amount of sorrow could change your past. You can't do anything about your past. But you can surely save your future. And for saving and predicting future, past experiences are necessary and history is necessary. The main focus of this painting was the cat and the goldfish out of the aquarium, but for purpose of aesthetic and purification and for making this painting more eye-catching, I added few elements such as the window, such as this Persian rug, which I absolutely loved when it turned out so beautifully, so colorful, and every design was prominent into it. This rug, the window, the curtain which also covers the frame, and the vase with the flower to create a scene, which is, I believe, is a very important thing to create a scenario. Because in my last painting, which is named as Fragile, I observed that it lacked a little bit of background. I just painted the main element which showed the message and the idea of the painting, but because the background was totally blank with the black paint, I just painted black and did not create a scenario and did not created a background or painted a background. It looked a bit plain. To avoid that, in this painting, I added a full background, a full scenario, so that the painting looks complete and not look like that it lacks something. because the purpose of the painting is not to just convey the message, but it also works for the pleasure and for the entertainment. And this background and all the elements you add for the beautification plays important role for catching the attention of the viewer. So that is very, very important in every painting, because until and unless you are not going to gain the attention of the viewer, you can not convey the message. First, you have to bring the audience to the painting, then the audience would receive the message and would learn anything from it. So, for that purpose, there is the need to add few elements which serve as the aesthetics and serve as the beautification, so that it could be eye catching and catches the attention of multiple people. This painting, my favorite part is this cat, which turns out really great. I have always struggled to paint a fur, but in this painting, I have mastered it. I learned how to paint fur effectively. It's all about the effects. You don't have to work on details that much if you learn how to give the effect. It is only about learning the to create the impression, to create the effect. If you learn that, you can easily make things look more realistic and look more eye catching. Painted the cat of a good breed because I wanted to show that this cat is not a local cat that just jumped in from the window and that tried to harm the fish. No, this cat is the cat of high breed, so that I could show that this cat lives in this house and this is not the first time the cat tries to harm the goldfish. There must have been multiple times where the cat tried to catch the goldfish. And just because the goldfish did not learn from those past times, from those past experiences, this is where she ended up. Out from the aquarium and taking her last breaths. And she has a tear of guilt in her eye because she actually experiences this, that if she would have learned from her past, if she would have learned that the this creature tries to harm me, she would have stayed at the bottom of the aquarium and she wouldn't have been harmed. And in the last, I painted the aquarium, and about the frame I painted as same as from my last painting, the fragile, because I absolutely loved that frame and I thought it would look good with this one as well. I did not show it into this one.
So this is it. This was all about this video. I hope you people love it, and I hope we learned something from it, because and hopefully we understood it, because understanding a painting and getting the message, getting the idea is, I believe, is very important, so that we could learn every day about new things, and the about humans and their nature and their psychology about nature, so that we could continuously learn from our surroundings as well. So getting the message, idea, and understanding it is very important. So hopefully we got that, and do like, comment, and share onto this video, and I will see you into the next one.